44 yards. First play, Wilson wants to throw it. And that throw behind his man, he missed him, incomplete.
It's a tried and true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he sensed being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now a first carry for the brother of Dalvin. It's James Cook. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
On 3rd down, Wilson. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That gain on 3rd down, good for 28.
And let's face it, that what we just saw there, not a surprise, is it? I mean, this is what he does well. And if you don't tackle him as soon as he catches the ball, this is the end result. Big yardage afterwards.
Got the speed, the agility, so good with run after catch. And we're only in the first quarter, so they better get a wrangle and a hold on that quickly.
Yeah, you're exactly right. What's really difficult to try and defend him is if you want to press him so that you get him on the ground quickly after the catch, a lot of times he'll just run past you at the initial point of contact, and he'll go deep.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Wilson. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete. He released that awkwardly. It almost looked like a pitcher who gripped his fastball a little too hard and let it go late, and it bounced in front of the plate.
Yeah, one of those fastballs that ends up at 57 feet, not 60 feet, 6 inches. Just a little short with the arm, which is unusual because we saw him in warm-ups. He's got a big, strong arm.
Oh, he tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. And the Falcons are going to take possession of the football. That right there is the inauspicious start that they were hoping to avoid, and a turnover on the first possession.
I love how you use those college-bound words like that, inauspicious. Well done. I really appreciate that. But here's the thing for me. I'm just wondering if their game plan is incorrect. You know, I think they felt like they could come in and throw it around pretty well. That interception early, they may rethink how they go about attacking.
On first down, Lance. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
That incompletion certainly slows things down a little bit and brings up a very important call for 2nd and long. What do? Run and try and get some yardage and make it 3rd and manageable? Or challenge the coverage again, hoping for a bigger gain?
Here we go. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. To throw, it's Lance. They'll get this out to Kamara. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Now Lance. It's caught at the 10. He'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, he reminded us that he was a 1,000-yard receiver a year ago as he starts off week 1 picking up right where he left off. He told us at the end of the preseason he was primed for a big year. He just gave us excellent evidence of it.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Jonathan Greener running in to pick up the sack.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, they took a sack on 1st and goal. But that close to the goal line, that still definitely hurts.
They'll try again on 2nd and goal after going backwards to the 12. Another try after the first down sack. Lance. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Falcons are on the board here first in the season opener. Extra point by York is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game.
Vikings nothing.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. Berrios going to bring this out of the end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
From the 22, Wilson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense that's certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. A good pick up there at 22. First down, here's the run with Cook. To about the 48-yard line.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
From just shy of midfield, Wilson. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. And the Falcons are going to get it back here just past the 35.
Well, they're certainly not giving much help to their defense, are they? Because for the second time now, that D has had to run back out on the field early after an interception. And remember, on the last drive, the opposing side took it in for 6 after that interception.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Lance now on first down. And that's incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first. Time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target. The coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Here's Lance to throw it. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Throwing now is Lance. He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. Lance now on first down. And this is caught. It's Brown. Touchdown, Falcons. A.J. Brown, 45 yards. And the Falcons lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game. Extra point by York is up and good. And it's now 14-0.
Vikings nothing. York to kick off.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. Berrios now from his end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
Stu Berrios on the return. The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor, maybe you break the ice a little bit, like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him, but whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Play action. It's Wilson. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. A big play that time through the air. 66 yards. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. A chance for their first points of the season here as it's 1st and goal. Cook bowling his way into the end zone. It's a touchdown. Well, that was a quick drive. The passing game set it up, and then the running game finishes it off.
And how about how few plays it was to get it done, but they threw it downhill and then pounded it into the end zone. And as a former defender, I can tell you, it hurts just a little bit more when they run it into the end zone instead of throwing it.
Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. Powell now to take it out of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. This offense looks like they have a little extra pep in their step as they take the field here for drive number 3. Because remember, Charles, drives 1 and 2 both ended in the end zone.
Yeah, and right now they've just got to be careful not to lean into overconfidence because every drive has a life of its own. But I like the way that they've started, the way that they're going about doing things right now. They've got a chance for that 3rd consecutive touchdown, and that would be a crushing blow to the defense.
But now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Oh, I saw this one with defensive eyes because even as he escaped the pocket and bought time, the coverage stayed tight. Nothing broke down. Throwing it away, that was his only option.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Here's Lance. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. And this is going to turn into another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 38-yard line. Shotgun now for Lance. And this one is incomplete.
Good defensive call right there because they had someone shadowing him along his entire route. And he was right there ready to provide a hit that prevents him from making another catch to his big start.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. The Lance going to throw. And this is taken in at the 5. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Lance looking to throw it. And it's caught. Touchdown, Falcons. A great effort there. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Falcons have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Extra point by York is up and good. And it's now 21-7.
Vikings 7.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. Berrios going to bring this out of the end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Wilson. Catch is made by Metcalf. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 23 yards to pick up there. Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. T.J. Watt. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Another try after the 1st down sack. Wilson finding Knox there, complete.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on 1st down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
Now Wilson. And that's complete. It's Chris Godwin. And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 35. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 42 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Tariq Woolen picks it, and the Falcons are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They've had a very solid 1st half, and as we near the end of that 1st half, they're just looking for a little more on top of their lead right now.
And when you put together a game plan on offense, you put together what you think is going to be the best possible scenario, right? Hey, we're going to score. These are the plays that are going to do it. But you also put together your counters, meaning after they make adjustments to what you're doing, what do we have to go to next?
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Exactly. So I can't wait to see if we come out at the half, how they're going to go about doing things. Do you just keep running what you ran before, or do you go to your counters expecting those adjustments to happen?
Before that, we'll see the end here of this 1st half. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. From midfield, here's Lance. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Austin. It's a big play there for Atlanta. 41 yards. From the gun, it's Lance. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. And Lance now to throw. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Trey Lance, a 9-yard touchdown run. And the Falcons are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Extra point by York is up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. Berrios now from his end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21.
Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Here we go.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
I don't think they need to be reminded of the situation here. I mean, the clock is dwindling. 3-score deficit waiting for them at halftime unless they can get something on the board here before intermission.
Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. The Vikings going to signal for their first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Now Wilson on first down. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting at once, you get first half scores just like this one.
Boy, and now they can't even get a play off.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
And now after the delay of game, they're operating behind the sticks, 2nd and 15. Now Wilson. Out to the left, he's got his tight end Knox. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Another good completion on the drive as the Vikings have a first down.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes.
The pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss.
Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. Throwing on 2nd and long. Wilson. Left side here taken in by Metcalf. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 37.
At the 37-yard line.
Come on, set. I said it. Let's go. Squeeze. Get in there.
Here's Wilson. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Wilson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, this is a half where not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Throwing again here. Wilson. Oh, he's going to go for it all. And this is going to be intercepted.
Tariq Woolen picks it. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half.
So that PI call will give him one more play.
And it'll be an untimed play as well. Now the half will end after this one unless there's another defensive penalty.
They'll run for it with Cook. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota.
James Cook,
as time expires in the first half.
And the Vikings get a late touchdown here on the final play of the first half.
Now the try here for the extra point. It's up and good, and it's now 28-14. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. We'll see if week one fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And they'll start at the 25 as Powell decides against returning it. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
and they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. On first down, Lance. He'll let it fly for Austin. And this is incomplete. Oh, that looked like a sure 6 points, but he could not get that to stick, and that is a golden opportunity wasted there. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. On play action, Lance. They'll get this out to Kamara. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. The Falcon passing game looking good on this drive as they get the first down. Now a play fake. Lance. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
And they fake the handoff. Now Lance. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. 7th play in this drive coming up. And a long way to go on third down. Throwing now is Lance. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6.
Like the footwork back there, I thought he did a pretty good job of evading that first wave of players. Tried to buy a little extra time out of the pocket, but in the end, that was a tough one.
Yeah, winds up getting buried for the loss. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. So after 4 touchdowns in the game for this offense, this time they're forced into taking the 3.
But you did mention 4 touchdowns, right? So 4 out of 5, not too bad. I think that's a pretty good record for them.
Berrios going to bring this out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. On first down, Wilson. Over the middle, that's caught by Metcalf. And he's tackled at the 38, but they doubled their yardage. The play started at the 19, and they gained 19. From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. To throw is Wilson. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they throw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. third down, Wilson. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And this one incomplete. And another throw that really could have been, maybe should have been intercepted. That would have been number 4. Instead, it's fourth down.
The scoreboard tells a story for him, a little bit bleak, and while it's not quite desperation time yet, it's definitely getting close, but the defense reads the scoreboard as well. They're going to back up and make them really earn it.
And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Falcons will take control of the football in great field position. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now Lance. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And it'll be second down. Here's Lance to throw it. Completes it to Austin. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Lance going to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. Isaiah Likely. A 2-yard touchdown grab as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. Extra point by York is up and good. And the lead is now 24.
Vikings 14.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And this will be a touchback. Berrios deciding not to bring it out. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Now it's Wilson. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
And attempted a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. A big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance. And the Falcons will get it 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
It's a gain of 17 yards. And the Falcon first down.
Lance looks to throw again. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10.
Lance.
He's going to air one out for Anderson. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, Falcons. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
New York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. Berrios now from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a 1-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Wilson. This will be caught at Samuel.
And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. And with this game well in hand, perhaps we are seeing the coverage lighten up a little bit as they got burned there a bit for a first down.
But we certainly know the coach isn't happy along the sideline because he certainly wants them to finish this one out the way they started it. He doesn't want to give up any soft completions, no late points. He wants his lead to stay right where it is.
Now here's a pass on first down. It's knocked away and incomplete. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Cook up the gut. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota.
James Cook with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Vikings get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit.
Point after here coming up. And the lead is down to 24. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line.
They've got to be feeling very comfortable and confident here with this lead in the football here in the 4th quarter, Charles. And I don't think that they need to score again, but it seems like this offense is just getting better as the game goes on. They've scored on their last 2 drives.
Certainly feels like a chance for them to continue to have some fun out there, doesn't it? Game's already decided, as you noted. So they can continue to play loose, break out some other concepts, maybe run a few trick plays, get other people involved. Heck, even go deep on one of these first snaps just because they can.
Altogether, a pretty shaky start to the year for this defense as they defend another 1st and 10.
Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, 4th quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
That's complete to his running back, Kamara.
And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
And this offense on third down today, they've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3.
Now Lance again. Austin brings in the quick throw. And the Falcons are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Play action. Now it's Lance.
They'll roll him out right. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. A great play there with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Falcons are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead. Extra point by York is up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. Berrios going to bring this out of the end zone.
And he's going to be out of bounds here as the run back will leave him shy of the 20-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into Week 1 because they have not been particularly competitive here at home.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
And the Falcons are going to take possession of the football. Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. It seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road. It helps seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal. Austin's got it left side. Touchdown! From 4 yards out.
And the Falcons add 6 more to their point total. And they're on cruise control right now here in the 4th. Extra point by York is up and good.
And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. Berrios now from his end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Throwing is Wilson. And my goodness, another interception.
Tariq Woolen picks it, and the Falcons are going to take possession of the football.
CD, this defense, man, at this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, no one wants to come out of the game. They all want their shot at picking off a pass.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
Lance looking to throw it.
And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Partner, in the sportsmanship handbook, there's something to be said for calling the dogs off in a blowout. But these defenders, they also know this is the NFL, and it's their job to stop them, whether they're in the game or they're down by a handful of touchdowns.
Lance and company going on 4th down.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Falcons go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Vikings defense is going to get the football back. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace. And now here is another interception.
Tariq Woolen picks it, and the Falcons are going to take possession of the football.
The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have really struggled to make headway through the air.
It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. So nothing doing there, and it'll be 2nd down.
That was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly.
On the double.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. And he finds Austin complete. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds.
So they'll accept that penalty, and that'll, of course, move the football up the field.
So the penalty certainly helps them out as they come up on 2nd and 5. Now it looks like he'll throw here. And his throw is incomplete.
Well, big here in the 4th quarter. I'm really big. That pass and incompletion. I don't think they needed the completion, but, Charles, this is an offense right now that they're just having fun. They're clicking on all cylinders.
Yeah, you're right. They didn't need a completion. They certainly don't need any more points. But they're not going to turn them down. They're going to continue to run what they have in their playbook, and they still want to run it efficiently.
He finds his man complete. It's Austin.
And he is going to have a Falcons 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Again, they'll throw it with Lance.
His throw incomplete.
Well, they're up comfortably here, Charles, but that lead certainly not dissuading them from pressing the envelope late. I mean, if anything, with these passes, it's like they're getting more aggressive to try to drive the ball downfield.
And that will certainly lend itself to some post-game questions for that coach, and maybe you and I should attend that press conference to see what...
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
New York on now for the extra point.
Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
The score, Falcons 66, Vikings 21.
New York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. Berrios going to bring this out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is in the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on when you get back to practice in the next couple of days.
Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. Oh, hit as goes. He throws there, incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. He's going to be a yard short. Needed 2, but only got 1. 4th down. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Here we go. It's Wilson on 4th down. He's going to let it fly. And my goodness, another interception.
Tariq Woolen picks it.
Yet another mistake after the interception there. And gosh, you look up at the scoreboard, they just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation, and they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Well, CD, I mean, simply put, if anyone around the league wasn't paying attention to them to start the season, they will be heading into Week 2. This has been an impressive Week 1 performance.
They've certainly announced that they are ready to go, haven't they? They wanted to send a message out to the rest of the league. You better put your eyes on us. We may be someone you have to reckon with.
Berrios now from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They can't do much at this point, partner. This one is going to go down in the loss column.
You don't make up for what has happened during the game in this sequence here. Maybe you hand it off and let someone run the ball if you so choose. But otherwise, just kneel down, call it a day, and try and prepare going forward.
And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
One last shot for Wilson. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And now here is another interception.
It's Bubba Bolden who picks it. And the Falcons come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. Well, CD, always a little extra excitement for Week 1 and one of our early window games here in Week 1 on a Sunday.